Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Sorry it's been a while, but today we've got a long-awaited comparison between the Cold Blade Nautilus V2 here. This is the carbon fiber variant. Alright, very nice battle song that I have, and the Cold Blade carbon fiber Nautilus V2.5. And yeah, there's a bunch of questions that people have about these. One about like dimensions, about other sorts of bits, compatibility. So, I mean, let's start with the visual changes. Right, so, visually, they are both pretty damn similar. If anything, the tang pins are slightly modified. The hardware you get is different, but these regular scales seem exactly the same. The blade has slightly adjusted geometry, don't know if you guys can see that, and it's got slightly more aggressive chamfering, as you can see sort of here versus here. What that means is, overall, it's a more comfortable experience with the V2.5. Oh my goodness, it is windy! Oh wow, even that gate's been flung open. That's not great. But yeah, it's a windy day. Oh, apologies. Hope I can block some of this wind noise. But yeah, so we've got this V2.5 here, and overall, yeah, it's a slightly more comfortable experience when it comes to flipping. It's one of those ones where you're not really going to notice the difference unless you have them back to back. The biggest difference, I have to say though, thankfully the weather seems to be calming down a little bit, is the fact that this guy has some metal weight pins in the bottom. And now that affects two things. Not only the balance, it's definitely a much more handle biased barrel song, but it also affects the sound, because they seem to not be like crazy tight pressed up against the inside. So I don't know if you can hear, but there's a little bit of a rattle when you shake it, and it puts a different undertone to this barrel song. Now, there is a solution for this, thankfully. These weight pins that it does have in the bottom of the handles, they're about here. Although these handles do not have that indent channel for weight reduction like the Shark and the real ones do. But those weight pins can be removed, and it does give you a slightly more blade bias than the V2 flipping experience. I think it's just something you'd have to get used to, but it's still a nice flipper, and it really improves the sound. So for me personally, I'm probably going to be taking those out. I really like the all black look with this blade. I do think it looks quite mean. But yeah, compared to this, sound wise, you can hear the difference. And I mean, the tunes are both good. That's one thing I have to say, the tunes are both really solid. Oh, and also on the V2.5s, they no longer have that terrible slapping sound. So yeah, the blade does hit the inside of the channel on the V2s, but it no longer does that on the V2.5s, which is a big fix, and is one of the big things that's like, I'm kind of torn between which one do I want to keep. This guy, because I love how it sounds and feels in the hand, and I think the balance is more my kind of thing. Or do I keep the V2.5, which looks better, is, you know, arguably more competitive to flip? I don't know. It's tough. I'll probably end up keeping, though, the V2 and keep the Arm Shark one, because I really like the Arm Shark one, so I'll probably do a comparison video with that as well. But overall, I find that they're both really splendid barrel songs. Yeah, the big changes again, the tang pin geometry has been slightly adjusted. You can actually see here in the gaps, in the closed position, the gap on the V2.5 is significantly larger. And I mean, in the open position, they, I believe, are about the same, because there was no problems there. Actually, it might be larger again still. So you can see the tang pin geometry has been slightly adjusted. Trying to adjust for the parallax there. There's a bit better gaps on this guy. I've had no closing issues. I've had this guy a little while now as well. So they definitely fixed, you know, you can tell. There are no like gap issues, right? Which is really nice. And so I'm kind of wondering, if I were to take out the pins and put that hardware in here, would it give me that kind of really nice beefy bouncy feel? I'm not sure. I really like how this does feel though. It's a really solid flipping barrel song, and it has been one that's been in my hands quite often. It's been these 3 knots that I have, but then I always come back to this guy here, Not even for the look. I think the look is not very special in this guy, this carbon fiber one. But the feel of the carbon fiber is like exactly what I wanted. I think it's much better than the G10, so I think if you are going to grab one of these, do grab one of the carbon fiber models. They're a lot more comfortable than the G10, albeit slightly less grippy, and the balance is slightly less handle oriented. So perhaps with the regular G10 and no weight pins, that will be actually quite nice. But for my personal preference, I still think the V2 is there. And then the V2.5 without the weight pins, I think is probably what I would stick for. I kept the weight pins in for the sake of this video. I put them back in simply because, you know, I wanted to show you guys the difference. So when it comes to flipping, you know, rollover wise, this guy, it's not a challenge to keep in your hands, but like it very easily you can go flying, right? Especially on like Chaplins. Fans on this are absolutely stunning. Rollovers are pretty effortless. And then the fans are really good as well, due to the lightweight and the balance, obviously. You can do all the fans, you know, choker fans, Z chokers, all the other stuff. It's getting a bit cold now, so my dexterity is going down. But yeah, this guy, the fans are, I'd say, the slightest bit slower. But, never mind. But Chaplin-wise, like he says as he flings it off, Chaplin-wise, if you can get the weight to actually sit on the right part of your finger and not be chasing the barrel song, but Chaplin-wise, you can actually get a lot more stable of a Chaplin at speed. So that's the one thing that I do notice. Rollovers are now like telepathic. They're very reminiscent of like a Kraken rollover. I find, which I think is super awesome. In terms of if that's what if your moveset is mostly rollovers, yeah, I do find it just lags a little bit in the fans now without the with the weight pins. Sorry, without the weight pins, it goes back to that kind of a similar balance to that. It's just maybe a little bit more skittish on Chaplins. And so overall, I think that if you are in the ballpark of do you want to buy the V2 or the V2.5, I know they don't make those anymore and they only have these. You definitely still can get the correct or the really nice flipping experience, close to, I imagine, the original. At least definitely the feel in the hand. It is a little bit smaller, one thing I've noticed, than the like authentic or the Arm Shark version. They are a slightly larger. The handles are slightly larger, but I actually find that makes this a lot more comfortable for someone with like normal size hand like myself. I find that it like fits in my fingers a lot better. Oh, it's getting cold. And also for people who wanted to know, does it fit in the Arm Shark handles or authentic ones? I believe not, simply because the blade is too thin to fit in other handles, and the handles don't have a big enough channel gap to take a different blade and the washers. So unless you have really, really thin washers, or you have some alternate solution for that, neither the V2.5 or the V2 will be able to do like transplants of themselves. You know, you won't be able to make a mishmash. But that's overall the only little bits and bobs that I can let you guys know. If you have any other questions, leave them down in the comments. This is just a quick one because it's getting cold and I also have a few places to be today. And yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.